Yeah.
Well, tell me.
I was being colloquial, Mr. Speaker, and I apologize.
Yeah.
They're talking about him.
The member for number 6,
Right.
he mustn't just be a superman. He must be beyond this world.
Giant and the Superman.
This government must be the best government ever invented.
Oh, yes.
This government must be error-free.
Yes.
But the government can ask you to pay more.
Talk it, Ricky. Talk
But
it.
in the business community,
Senator.
you could do things the same way. Sometimes you're doing it the same way for 20 years.
Yes.
And we must pay more for it.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, as a businessman myself, as somebody who spent most of my working life in the business sector,
Talk it, man.
I say
Talk
that cannot be right.
Can't be right.
You're right.
Can't be right.
This country will only survive and thrive and bring better quality of life to all our people if the private sector and the government sector are modernizing, applying appropriate technology, investing in our people, providing better quality service at the best possible and most competitive prices.
And working with the government.
And working together hand in hand
Yes.
to build partnerships to solve the problems of this country.
You're right.
There's a time for electioneering
Yeah, man.
and there's a time for building. Mr. Speaker, the time for electioneering
Tell them
just
to-
passed. It's gone 6 months ago.
Take off the
Let
yellow
us
now.
say that the euphoria, the sadness of defeat, or even the excitement of victory has carried over for a few months. Let's end it now, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, of
because
course.
this VAT is a reality. This VAT is not, contrary to what is presented on the opposite benches, designed to kill poor people. There's nothing that this government will ever do which will be designed to hurt poor people. Mr. Speaker, one of the things that I want to say also to the business community,
Make sure he's focused.
one of the things I want to say also to the business community, Mr. Speaker, and I hope that the members of the business community are listening to me. A lot of them in the business community don't like the fact that somebody who has as much knowledge about economics and business as I do speaks in this way to them. I'm a past president of the Chamber of Industry and Commerce.
Pleased to have you.
I'm a past director of the Hotel and Tourism Association.
Pleased to have you. Yes.
I continue to be a big advocate
Yes.
of private enterprise.
That's why you're in the government.
I
for.
fight battles wherever I have to fight them in the interest of the economy,
Yes.
and the interest of sustainability, and the interest of making sure that all the people of this country have a chance to be empowered and to improve the quality of their life.
Yes.
As long as I have life in my body, that is all I know what to do.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, let me tell you why I'm saying that. Because some of us talk the talk, but not many of us prepared to walk that talk. Mr. Speaker, that will undoubtedly require more organization in business.
Teach them. Teach them. Member.
Business men and women, small and large, will encounter, especially in the short term, some challenges.
Of course. I mean, all that.
But you know what? If they take the right attitude, if they don't see this as a political issue, and they see it truly as an economic development phenomenon as it is, then they will invest where they need to invest. They will train their people, they will get the technology, which ain't cost nothing today compared to what it used to. And they will even get free consultation. I heard the Prime Minister, the Honourable Minister of Finance and member for number 6 say that this same VAT team that a member say was giving laughable examples is going to be available to these business people free of cost. We should be charging a fee.
Free of cost.
Free of cost.
We will pay for
But
that.
Mr. Speaker, that will require precise and extensive record keeping and invoicing. There's no doubt about that. The government can have its work cut out for it, and the business community can have its work cut out for it. But you know what the members opposite are saying? They're complaining. As a result of that, they're complaining. They said that is going to carry up the cost of living.
Yeah.
Because business people have to invest. They're being forced by government to invest in improving the way they account to their own owners, to their own shareholders. You know what they don't like? They can do some of the false invoicing and some of the deceptive kind of activity that some of them have become experts at. They're going to now definitely need to run two different sets of accounts if they're going to do that. And if you're running two different sets of accounts, then you're running a serious risk of being caught. But Mr. Speaker, there are a lot of very hard-working, good business people out there. This country is blessed that we have kitchens and divisions who work their tails off and who love this country and invest their money here. And those are the people that I'm speaking to now.
Yes.
Because those who more caught up with politics than anything else, they don't listen. I'm not even wasting my time. I'm speaking to the good business people of St. Kitts and Nevis. The same people that members opposite are here to represent. I'm saying to them, this system will make you better at what you do. It might mean a little bit of expenditure to bring your capacity up to an acceptable level. But I see this as a good thing for business generally. Business should then become better at knowing where they are, what is costing them, and what resources they have to go where they want to go. Mr. Speaker, I was teasing Mr. Giff earlier today at lunch that VAT is known as an accountant's dream. Anybody who is an accountant has an opportunity to grow their business. Mr. Giff didn't tell me wrong, so I've learned that when he don't say you're wrong, that means you're right. Because as diplomatic as he is, he usually tells you if he thinks you're wrong. Mr. Speaker, we could see a much needed, in my opinion, proliferation of accountants here in the future. Other countries where VAT has been successfully implemented. And incidentally, the Honorable Leader of the Opposition spoke to the Grenada case. Sadly, Grenada was, in its first round at VAT, a case of failure. It's well documented. The case study is there. He read from it. They speak about it in several articles. Unfortunately, he didn't always refer to the right documents. But even lawyers make mistakes sometimes. Mr. Speaker, my own concern as a government minister is that businesses do not take this as an opportunity to claim that government is making things more difficult for them and therefore the consumer has to pay more. This is an opportunity for business people to become more efficient, to become more automated, to become more smart, and certainly to become more customer-oriented. Too many of our businesses across this country don't quite get it. You cannot simply stay in business by increasing your margins. Increasing your margins simply because you're now getting less cash, even though you're paying out less money out front, is not the way to grow your business. Sell more at a lower price if where you can. Add value to what you're selling. Diversify.
Find ways. Intuitive.
Invest your profits wisely.
Did buy coke.
All the cash that come in your hand is not profit.
No, so you can negotiate in
You're going to now have better accounting information to tell you what is what and what isn't, and what is yours and what belongs to other people. So you ain't going to mess with other people's money,
Right.
except when them other people give you permission.
Yeah.
And you have a straight relationship where they could get it back.
Yes.
But all money that comes through your hand ain't yours.
Tell them to buy coke.
The accountants in this country are going to have a lot of work to do, and I wish them well, and I encourage any young person who's hearing me, if you're about to go to college and you're trying to decide which profession to go into, choose accountancy.